Hello everybody. So today we're doing something super fun. I'm finally going to fix my hair. At least try to. So what had happened before is that I was really light blonde for a long time and I'm naturally blonde, so that was easy. If you go to like my ASMR videos, I had blonde hair. It was that I got that like platinum down like right eventually. It's pretty splotchy in those videos, but I eventually got it down pretty like routine how to do it. And then I went dark. I went like really dark brown, like a level 3. And I did that for a while and that was really fun, but I just stopped feeling it and I wanted to do something different. So I tried lightening it and that's how we got here. And this actually ended up turning into a pretty like, I guess like a dark strawberry blonde. It's still like that still. But I'm tired of it and like my roots are growing in and it's just looking a little bit bad. I really don't know like what's gonna happen. I don't have any idea how light I'll be able to get it. But I figured if I waited long enough, it's been like a month or two since I last bleached my hair, so I think that was enough time to recover. And just to preface, I am in no way a professional. Like obviously I'm not a professional. I'm just a broke college student and I actually like doing my own hair. This is not a tutorial. I wouldn't really follow anything else I see on the internet, and I recommend you don't either, especially not by me, because I don't know because I have no like gauge on what's gonna happen, and because I feel like last time I tried the 20 it didn't really work. I'm gonna do a test strand. I normally don't do test strands, but we are gonna do a test strand today. That way I can kind of guess how this is gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and open her up. So this is something that you should be precise with, and I will when I do like my whole head, but just for this little test strand, I'm not gonna go crazy like in the measuring because I just have this cup. We're really set up for a success here. So I don't know, I'm just taking however much that is. That might even be too much for a test strand. Yeah, I think that's too much for a test strand. Because, you know, we're stingy. We're stingy with our product. Okay. And then we're going to do a 1 to 2 of that. Smells like nothing. That's probably 1 to 2. And then I moved, so I don't know where all my like things are. So I bought a new little brush. Okay. Ooh. So part of what I'm wondering if what I did wrong the first time I did this was I don't know if I like really saturated the hair with the bleach the first time. Like I might have put too little on. It doesn't look like it, but I am trying to avoid that like root growth. I just really want to make sure I'm coating the hair this time. I will check back in after about 30 minutes, see how this comes out. Okay, so this is where we're at, which I don't think is bad. The ends are definitely lightening more than the mids. That is just beyond my care, honestly, quite honestly. And I always do this. I messed with it without the glove. You saw me do it. I always give myself like a chemical burn. I left this in for an extra 15 minutes. I think that helped. So we're just gonna go with it. Good luck. I did leave out some of these ends because they're already light. I don't need to really lighten them some more, and some of mine did cover because they were dark, so it was really uneven in the first place. But I think it's gonna turn out. I really do. I'm really hoping there's a little patch. Okay, we're doing better. This is significantly better. Just like way better. Even if like something terrible happened to me like right now and I couldn't finish my hair, which I can, this would be livable. So what I'm doing here next, God, I do need to give this a cut to break down, because I mean obviously my hair is damaged. I have damaged hair. Let's not kid ourselves. I have damaged hair. I do my hair too often. It's not all just like crazy breakage. Before, when I had dark hair a couple months ago, I did get a pretty heavily layered haircut. So like if you see that there are these short pieces, that is from my layered haircut. I got it really heavily layered. This side, great, bellissimo. I obviously need to do my roots. This side, it's okay. They're very similar. I'm wondering if I possibly need to do this section again, because that was the last section. Oh my God, did you just see that? Because this was the last section I did, so it just did not process as long. But I don't know, I might just tone it and hope for the best, considering this side is, I don't know. I think my hair is starting to reach a limit, and I know that. Like, I recognize that, I see it. Ugh. Definitely gonna need a cut. 100% gonna need a cut. Anyways, wish me luck. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is, I think it is a little bit darker than what I would like it to be, but I'm gonna call it a day on that side of my head. I don't know, it's just, I really don't think it can take another bleach round, and maybe it can, but I don't want to risk it. And like, this is fine, it's good enough. I think part of it is also it's just still wet, and so it looks darker because it's wet, because it's heavily damaged. It's gonna take longer to dry. Sorry. Because it's just heavily damaged, I will just do my roots and then tone my hair, and then work on improving the health of my hair so that I can bleach, you know, go over it again in the future. Not this month, not even next month, probably after that. But I'm just experiencing like a ton of breakage on that end. I mean, you saw how it was like clumping, so we're not going to do that. I can tell when things could go south, and that some of those places are already just over processed. So yeah, I'm gonna mix up a little batch and do my roots, and then we'll be toning. Okay, I've got my roots processing. I did end up going back a couple of pieces that are darker, just a few. I'm gonna let this process for like 20 minutes, maybe. And then rinse it off and do toner. I look crazy, crazy. Okay, so roots are done. I've left a, oh my God, my lights. It's cool. I've left a deep conditioning treatment in here. Look, I know. I already know. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I've left a deep conditioning treatment in here. I had a hairdresser tell me one time that the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle Moist works really well. It like works really comparably to something that she had in the salon, and she was like, honestly, you can just buy that and just leave it in, and it'll be fine. And so I've been doing that ever since. I don't know how true that is. I heard that a long time ago, but it's worked well for me, so I guess that's all that really matters. I'm gonna leave this in for longer than 3 minutes. I'm gonna go for 10, and then I'll rinse this out, comb it out. Toner goes on like damp towel damp hair, so then I'll put that on and we'll do a reveal. Okay, so it's time to do toner. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up. I am using T10 Pale Blonde Toner. I absolutely don't think I'm at the correct level all the way around my head to be expecting it to like fulfill all my dreams and wishes, but I am not just gonna go straight into purple shampoo, so because that's not going to fix it either. And like this is okay, like I'm not gonna cry about it. I know I didn't film me actually applying the bleach to my head just because that takes so long sometimes, and I'm gonna be honest, I like to watch YouTube videos while I'm doing that. So with bleach, what you should do is start from the back, do your mids. Especially in my situation, I really was trying to do my mids and avoid my roots and my ends. Like I said, there were some places that did need some bleach on the ends because they were dark. They were not light, from where I had missed that previously. And that's okay. In this case with toner, I'm actually going to be applying to my roots first because my roots are healthier. They're gonna take longer for the toner to actually take to my roots, so I will be doing that first. Oh, okay, also because I didn't mention it before, so with toner, that does require 20 volume developer with it, so do a lot of permanent hair dyes as well, just good to know. And this is a 1:2 ratio with 20 volume developer. I used a very similar formula for the bleach that's also a 1:2. God, is it a 1:2? No, you're not supposed to mix 1:1. It's a 1:2 situation for developer as well. I have just used 20 this whole time because my hair was already lightened enough. I don't know what level that would be. Just off the top of my head, I'm just gonna guess like a 7 or 6. So I did not require the use of a 40 or 30 volume developer. Anyways. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna start with my roots. I am gonna go ahead and just do the front part of my head because that's the part I'm gonna see. You're probably not supposed to, you probably are supposed to work backwards to front, but I do want to make sure that those process the best, just because, like I said, that's the part I'm gonna be looking at is the parts that I can like see every day. So yeah, I'm just gonna apply this on here. Like I said, I did do a deep conditioning treatment. So I don't know, I think we're going okay. Just trying to slap this on here. Doing thin little sections. That's something you also want to make sure you're doing when you're bleaching your hair, is that you're using thin sections. You do not want to just glob it onto your head in thick sections. You also want to try to avoid I can't think. You also want to try to avoid putting your hair up in a bun, just because it creates uneven processing like on top of your head. We already know that, like, because your head is hot, your roots process quicker, they develop a lot faster with bleach. So yeah, you do want to avoid doing that on top of your head. And it just makes like a little oven in your bun, and it doesn't process evenly. So just avoid doing that. And if you're not going to use foils or bag, I end up opting out for the bag because the bag I have is a Five Below bag. And what happens with some of these bags is that the like dye that they use to print the bag will come off onto your hair, and I saw that it was starting to do that, and I snatched that off. So especially if you're not going to be using a way to heat up your hair, because we don't all have, you know, the like hair salon heaters for our heads, and you're not experienced enough to use foils, then make sure you're using enough bleach so that your hair won't dry out, because bleach does not work properly when it dries out. So that's another thing, is that a lot of people use too little bleach, and it also just creates uneven processing, because some places are well saturated, other places you just have that like bleachy dust and it feels really dry. You don't want your hair to feel dry while it's processing, like, you know, that the bleach is dried. I'm not talking about the actual real texture of your hair, because it's gonna feel dry. But if your bleach has started crunching on your head while it's processing, you have not used enough bleach. It does not need to dry out, because it just won't do diddly squat on your head. So that's just something to keep in mind as well. But yeah, just definitely try to be very meticulous with it. You don't have to use a brush. A lot of times when I'm bleaching, I do end up using my fingers to apply, but with things like toner, I do usually end up using a brush. developer, oh my god, the toner is on. I'm actually feeling kind of good about how this is starting to process. I am gonna let it go ahead and go for the full 30 minutes, but starting on the roots, great idea. If I had done these last, this would have been so much more, it would be even more uneven than it might already be because of my already uneven hair. So it would have been worse than what it could be. I am definitely seeing that this side is darker than this side, but this was the side that I was afraid to bleach again because this just seemed to be a bit more damaged than this other side. So we'll just have to see how it all turns out. I will check back in. So this is how the hair came out. I still haven't really trimmed it, so don't mind that, but like, I feel like it's really not that bad. I'm actually really proud of how this turned out. So yeah, I mean, there are some brassier bits, but I'm not like red anymore. I'm definitely blonde. I will be, you know, using my purple shampoo over time, and that'll help with some of the brassiness and work on the health condition of my hair, and then maybe go back in and make those different or lighter. But if not, like, it's really not a huge deal right now because I think it actually looks pretty good. I think I've reached like a cute honey yellow blonde in most places. I mean, it's not the most even, but I think overall it's pretty nice. So happy with that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.